Welcome to the first episode of Retro Gaming on After the Storm. This episode today is going to be the start of the NHL 2003 series. For this series, I picked probably my favorite NHL game of all time. It's arcadey, fun, blends some realism, and it's actually got like one of the coolest, I think, presentation systems in it. Overall, I'm doing a franchise mode, and the plan is to kind of play all 82 games of the season and the playoffs and just do episodes based on that. All the episodes are going to entail about 2 to 3 games depending on the length. And for the team I chose to pick, I just kind of went with any team, thinking a contender, thinking to the year 2003 and kind of the nostalgia effect of it all. And I went with the Colorado Avalanche. So you have Joe Sakic, Forsberg, Hayduk, Patrick Waugh usually retires about first year, and he did retire in 2003 anyways. So I don't want to talk about it too much before I actually get into it. So with that being said, let's just jump in and start playing. Alright, so getting started, we're just here looking at the screen. We're going to kind of go over the team, look at the roster, see kind of how the roster looks. It's one of the more stacked rosters in the game for sure. Yeah, so if we look at the team here, like Sakic, Blake, Forsberg, Foote, Hayduk, Chris Drury, Tongue, like these are all like high-end names that were in the league at the time. Hey, even Radim Verbata is in here. So obviously a very top-heavy lineup with these guys. Let's take a look at the edit lines here. Yeah, like even Forsberg on line 2 is even a little weird. But we'll run with it for now because it kind of actually spreads out the wealth a little bit. I'm trying my best to talk over the music here because I don't know what will end up being allowed in terms of, you know, the type of in terms of the, you know, issues with licensing and all that. So I'm trying my best to talk over that. I do have it very low set in that way just so we can try to avoid all that stuff. I'm actually currently trying to find out how you edited. I'm more familiar with the PC version of this game actually, so I'm trying to figure out where captains and everything was, but I'm actually not going to really worry about it right now. I'm just going to go look at the Dallas Stars. This is one of the cool little things they put in the game beforehand, before the newer ones, where you could actually scout. Obviously, this will get more developed as the season goes along. Obviously, top scores, hot and cold streaks were a thing all these years ago, which I loved. Shows you injuries, stuff like that. Suspensions, hey, I wish those were still in the game today. So, without further ado, let's start the first game. I have these settings all on difficult. All the rules are in place to 2003, so stuff like two-line pass is actually still in the game. I just kind of wanted to make this as, you know, realistic as possible. And I want to play in the hardest difficulty, so it actually, because I think I'm a pretty good NHL player. So I didn't want to make it too easy on myself. And because I think that would get boring over an 82-game season. But the game should be shorter in length, just because it's going to be on 5-minute periods. Because like the newer games actually allow you to select, you know, between 5, 10. You can select any number for the minute of periods, which is nice. But these ones are only like 5, 10, 15, and 20. So I've set it just to 5 minutes to make sure that these games go by quick, and that honestly it makes it easier on myself to be able to do more episodes. So let's start the first game of the season against the Dallas Stars. So back in 2003, I guess this would be before the 04-05 lockout. Actually, the home jerseys were white, which I love. I wish they still did that today or would actually switch back. But Dallas had probably their best jersey set possible in the game at this stage. So we're gonna obviously keep it just the exact same. Stuff like the NHL cards is gonna be really cool when we get into that stuff, and obviously there's Game Breaker and stuff like that. But I'll just take you guys through the first the first intro, because the intro is so cool, and hopefully there's no issues with the music, because I kind of just want to let it run because it's one of the cooler intros for any of the video games that they've done. I always find it's amazing for the game, for a player like for the technology that was, you know, around this time, like to actually have a player like Chris Drury look like Chris Drury was pretty cool.
Tonight's battle features the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars. Saved by Turco. Denied by Turco.
Marty Turco.
Stops the offense in their tracks. Foot shoves Morrow. Anything less would have been insult.
Ooh, off the post.
Hits the post. Tanguay grabs the puck. Second. Through his legs and back onto his stick. Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants. Hey, dude. Takes control of the puck. Turco.
So one of the things you'll notice if you've never actually played this one before, if you're a newer fan of the NHL series, if you didn't come in till like the Xbox 360 generation, the little icons next to, like, you see Sakic there with the wrist, like, or like the taped stick blade, which is pretty cool. It just means that he has like a really good wrister. Pad for beak. So these were kind of spread around fairly evenly around the game. Like Adam Foote is a big hitter. I like that for him. Oh. Here comes Sakic. Oh, Richard Matvechuk. I think I'm going to end up zooming out the camera here for the second period just because it is... I can't even see half the time when somebody's coming at me. Ooh, there's Forsberg. Greg DeVries. Way out of position on this one. Martin Skula. Ooh. Ooh, Jason Arnott. Ooh, Patrick Waugh with a nice save. Steven Reinprecht. Shot. Ooh, off the red net. So yeah, like a lot of guys you can see, a lot of them, I think the wrister one is fairly common. There's Arnott, another save. Probably need to like start covering these pucks up a little bit just to show like the really cool in between of the... Oh, there's a fight. Here we go. Brendan Morrow and Mike Keane. Nice. I love this kind of stuff. Like right after showing the little... this is stuff that we just miss so much of in the newer games. Even though like it's really cheesy and you know, obviously it gets repetitive, but at this point in time, it was 2002, and I was I was coming off playing like the original PlayStation versions, which had none of this stuff. So this looked like, I thought this was like playing real life hockey all the time. Dump that puck in. Yeah, for the second period, I'm gonna be for sure, you know, changing up the... Ooh, that one almost went in. For sure changing up the camera angle a bit, just to zoom it out a little bit more, so I can see more of the ice. Ooh, nice deke. One of the big things was, like, even though the game always felt like, even going back and playing it now, you feel the game a bit... it feels like all animation based, and that's kind of how the game was back then. But I loved like the dekes and stuff, and the deking attribute really did matter in this video game. Here's Sakic, for some reason right-handed on the draw. Never understand that. Ooh, Tanguay. So on the difficult setting, because that's what they call it instead of superstar or all-star, they called it difficult. I noticed a lot more than anything else, the goaltenders are really good, which is, man, that's a nice little change from the current games, where I feel like the goaltenders are just never good no matter what setting you play on. We'll hold on to this one and get a little cutscene. Sometimes there's cool little stuff. Like, I like that little stuff, holding onto the puck and stretching for Waugh, and there's, like, even Waugh getting into it with Matt Tkachuk. It's cool little stuff. It just felt like a lot of the time the gameplay wasn't so advanced. Certainly not where it is today. Like, today I would say the gameplay is just amazing. Even though it can be super frustrating at times to play, it does feel a lot more advanced. It feels a lot more freeing. Like, this game, you can almost only skate in one direction at a time. Like, it's not, like, I can kind of do that, but it's always in a straight line. Like, my player's always facing forward. In today's game, you feel so much more lighter on your skates. Oh! There we go! Right toward the end of the period. I didn't even do a celebration on that one. So Sakic gets his first from Skula, and Patrick Waugh picks up an assist from the other end of the rink. That was, I don't even know how Turco ended up selling out so hard on that one, but hey, we'll take it. I don't even know the shots, but oh, nice. And the end of the first period. I'm not even giving enough credit to the commentary in this. I think I got it, like, for the second period, I'm going to let the commentary just run a little bit. Anyways, that's the end of the first. Obviously, we had the goal for Sakic. Shots are 9-6, 4-4 the hits, and I'm winning on the draws so far.
Welcome back to the game, everybody. Jim, I haven't seen this much hard-hitting action since the concession stand. Let's get back to the game.
Back for the second period. Just change the camera angle just so I could see a little bit more of the ice. Make some passes. Ooh, nice shot by Tonge there. Another one-timer, just missed. Oh, at the post, scores! God, what? Patty Waugh's had like 2 or 3 of those so far in this game. Those little weird plays where he just loses it. So tie game. Here we go. Yeah, let's get it back. Ooh, a penalty upcoming. Power play. So, one of the things I do appreciate about the newer games. I'm gonna let Don. Like, I love these little cutscenes, man. I wish this kind of stuff was in the newer games. But for, like, you know, for the newer games and all they do well, or, you know, stuff that we miss out of those ones, they do some things really well. And one of the things you'll notice is that, like, if you take a look at the play clock as I'm on this power play here, man, does it go by quick. Like, I wish I had the ability to kind of set up a power play a little bit, but I'm not even going to get the opportunity just because of the, way the clock goes. Oh, I love these little cutscenes. I'm going to say that a lot. I'll probably stop saying it after, you know, I've seen the same one 50 times, but it's just nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so Dallas goes off the penalty. Here's Pierre Forsberg. Forsberg is so good in this game. He was so good for like a 10-year stretch of video games just because of how good he was in real life. Here we go, Sakic. Nice move, nice move. Ooh, nice try, I gotta be a little bit smarter with this. There, that's offside. So if you're not familiar with some of the rules, the rule changes and the rules that we saw in this game as opposed to the new ones, one of the big ones really is offsides were different. Like all these rules were different. The biggest one's probably 2-line pass because we just don't see that in the game anymore. Like a big breakaway pass, stuff like where you see a guy come out of the box and he's all alone. That used to not be allowed. It used to be like if you passed over your blue line and the red line and you pass it to somebody over the red line, you'd see somebody it would be whistled down as an illegal pass. And I mean, like, we're coming from the origins of hockey where you couldn't even make forward passes for many, many years. So the 2-line pass was a weird system, and we're only like 2 or 3 years removed from like the dead puck era. Oh, in front. Ooh, just missed him with the pass. And yeah, it's a weird rule, but it resulted in like all these like low scoring games, and that's why like ties are. I think ties are actually in this. I could be wrong, but we'll find out if we ever actually tie. Because I didn't change any of the OT settings. Ooh, Medano in. There we go, McGurr. Give him a nice hit. Oh, okay. Medano turned around and destroyed him. Oh, and I'm getting a penalty now. Nice stop, Patty. Eric Messier going off for cross-checking. There we go. Yeah, so the big one's gonna be 2-line pass for a rule. The other one's offsides. Offside in today's game is a touch-up rule, where you can dump the puck in and you can let your player touch up. Oh man, there we go. Killed the penalty off. Go Messier. Oh, nice try, nice try. Martin Skula is a defenseman, and he has been all over the place in this game. Ooh, Drury. Christ, what a backhand. There's the end of the second period. I'll pick up the rule talk as we enter the third. So Muller gets the goal, tie up the game, and then we got a couple of cross-checking penalties on each side. And yeah, so shots 14-12, not too bad actually. I thought like I try to always have like a realistic amount of shots so I can see like some realistic save percentages. But otherwise, it's a very even game so far. Each team's had a power play. Yeah, pretty even game.
Let's get set to start the third period. The third's my favorite period. That's great, though.
This commentary kills me. Oh, I love it so much.
The face-off goes to Colorado.
So, oh, hey Duke, nice chance. Yeah, so then the other one's icing. Oh, Sakic. There we go. He gets his second of the game. I love the after goal celebrations, the little cutscenes. Even the replays look nice. Like the replays are in a different frame rate and they just show off differently. What's really cool is when you get like a breakaway or you get like a really nice one-timer goal and it does like a music cutscene. It's really freaking nice.
That's the kind of action we're looking for in the third. You can make a movie out of it. One thing to get Lawrence Olympian for.
Ooh, Forsberg, nice chance.
Morrow. Short pass. Forsberg grabs the puck.
Offside. These cutscenes are so nice. I'm trying to think of just in this game that I'm playing right now, how many of these guys are actually in the league in like management positions right now. Like Sakic is the GM of the Avs, and Medano. I don't think Medano's actually anywhere, but Rob Blake, the Kings. Garen's in here. He's the general manager of the Wild. Nope. Oh, there we go. Some glass breaking. Look at that. We're ready to go.
Corrals the puck. He gets pushed. Reinfeldt scoops up the loose puck.
Ooh, Greg DeVries. Man, what is with my defense just pinching in every play? Like, Forsberg's back on defense. That's the last place I want Forsberg. Ooh, there's a penalty. Oh, I forgot that there was the ability to actually change lines. Another cross-checking penalty. I feel like I'm going to see the cross-checking penalty so much because the main animation in this game for hitting is always the cross-check. Oh, Garen. Nice stop, Patty. I'll dump that in. I'm trying to figure out what block shot is in this. I can see it's like... I'm using the left bumper. I'm using an Xbox One controller. But I'm on a PS2 emulator. So... Oh, there we had a little bit of light. There, we kill off the penalty again. DeVries again. He's so far up. Why is he so far up? Uh-oh, Jason Arnott. I feel like my line's tired. Let's get a different line out there. Nice save, Patty. Another thing, too, which was weird, is like they had licensing for like the goalie masks, which they got a couple, I think a few years ago. They had Quick and Lundqvist. They might still have them in the current games. But like mostly the issue is that they would pay too much money to do licensing. So they got rid of it. So you see like the very generic mask sets that they have currently. Ooh, another big save from Patty Waugh. I mean, he's not a 98 overall for no reason. There we go. But you'll see, like, if you look at the sticks and stuff, and, like, the blockers, pads, everything. Not sure what the pads actually say, but... they all say, like, Colorado, so they're all, like, team branded. Which is pretty cool. There's... Oh! Big hit there. So as you can see now, there's an H next to like Jason Arnott's name. Ooh, that went over the net. There's an H next to Jason Arnott's name, and that's because he's like a hero status player. And so one of the things that these old games featured was like a hero line. So like at the end of the game, you could throw out your hero line, and it's all these players that are. I'm not actually sure if they had the ability to just perform better or what the deal was, or if maybe it's just one of their stats. That should have been a penalty probably, but it's 2003. Like whatever the case was for that, but you could throw out this line at the end of the game and it would actually be super helpful to trying to tie the game up. There we go. We have Forsberg on the ice. Now you can see at the bottom right that my meter's up there. I'm going to use the game breaker here. So like the game breaker actually like slows the game down a little bit. You can get like a chance on net. It's a cool little thing, and it'll give you like a nice it'll give you a really cool sort of video, like a cutscene, if you score on it too, which is really nice. But you'll see stuff like that. I'm gonna try to. I'll bring it up when it actually happens, but it's very difficult to get it. Like, I've actually had a couple breakaways so far this game, and I'm surprised I actually haven't gotten the. I'm surprised I haven't got the. There's the breakaway cam. Unfortunately, with an empty net, but hey, we got it. Do some of the celebrations. So the celebrations are all like differently customizable, which is awesome in this game. So you can actually go in to the NHL cards and you can unlock different celebrations and tether them to a button. So after you score, you can get like really cool ones. There's like there's weird like activators like this. What I was saying at the beginning of this was that the game is very cool in that it's a nice blend of realism and arcade. And oh, nice move, Messier. Oh, another one here too. Nice. So the NHL cards I'll show you guys throughout the series. You can get ones that are like last man standing and stuff like that, where you can hit a guy and he has to stay down. So he'll just lay on the ice. Ooh, there's a goal. Oh, and here's the... Dallas gets it, but take a look. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at that camera angle. Oh my god, those fans look horrible, but it's amazing. kisses his stick. Yeah, so that's the one-timer goal, which I love so much. A little cutscene that gives you a little filter, all that kind of stuff. Oh, here we go, Manny Malhotra. He skates off on his own power. Good for Manny. Skates around like he's happy about it. There's so many cool things about this game. So what we'll do actually is, after the game here, we'll take a look at Dallas's team report, and we'll go see if there was a big injury to Manny or not. Oh, Zubov. Oh, icing. Oh, and I beat it out with Forsberg. Get another goal. Oh, almost. Hatcher got it. Oh. Nice stop by Patty to end it. So game one's in the books. 4-2 win against the Dallas Stars. Starting off the season good. Eric Messier gets the 3rd star of the game. This is something we don't see anymore either. No 3-star presentation. Joe Sakic had 2 goals. They're going to give Forsberg the 1st star for scoring the game winner, which was an empty netter. So that's the first game wrapped up in the books. I actually didn't let the commentary flow as much as I wanted to, but we'll see if we can do that a little bit more in game 2. I did want to use the first episode here to really just talk about the game and what I really liked about it. So after game 1, one of the cool things, again, like keep mentioning all the cool things, but one of the cool things here, so you have cards tasks. So you can complete all these, like, I essentially think of them as like challenges in COD, but not anything you need to actually like go do specifically. So they're just there in the game. So the things we unlocked in that game, we unlocked a 2-on-1 goal, scored with a big shooter. So the big shooter was Sakic's like a little trait. 10 shots on goal in a period. Scored the first goal of the game, made 10 saves, earned a game breaker, scored 2 goals with a single player, scored 3 goals, won the game, and got a breakaway goal. So in total, we earned 8,400 points. So I'm going to go save my cards profile. Going into the NHL cards, you can go look at the card book. So what you can do is you can just buy packs. So I already have 20,400 points. So what I can do is like buy a pack of cards for 2,000 coins. And it'll give me these cards. So basically, if you get these cards and with players on your team, you can actually like increase and boost your players on your own team. So like Peter Bondra, Brian Leach. It's a cool, like, okay, so penalty free. So this card gives you immunity from penalties for 1 period. So like the cool arcadey aspect of this game actually mixes in to the rest of the game, and I love this feature. Brian Rafalski, the Maestro. So the Maestro in Celebrations menu, the player points his stick to the crowd, driving the crowd wild. So like, I'll go in afterwards and show you guys in the Celebrations here that there's stuff like that. So Medano, Mark Parrish, Vincent Damphus. Hey, we got a Forsberg card, so that's relevant. This card will make Peter Forsberg a hero if on your team, or give him a cold streak if he's on the opposite team for a single period. So like you can activate these cards in the game. So like say I'm down 2 goals in the 3rd period and I really could use Peter Forsberg to be good in a period and he could be like really over the top. I can activate this card and essentially make Forsberg probably up to a 99. I mean he's already at 93. And he, you know, will go into that game and he'll be really good. Oh, we got a Chris Drury as well. So this one's a gold level card. Make Chris Drury for 3 periods. So basically, I can have Chris Drury go in and for an entire game, he'll be a hero. So again, it's the same thing as the Peter Forsberg card, but like the gold level, the silver level, and the bronze level are obviously for 3, 2, and 1 period. So the other thing I really liked about this is they give you like it's all in alphabetical order, of course, but they give you an actual, you know, like a hockey card, like notebook, or like a card holder book. And like for somebody like myself, when I was a little kid, I loved hockey cards. I loved putting them into all these like sleeves. I think I still actually have a book around here somewhere of it. But I really loved this little feature. So yeah, so like as you go along, you can unlock all of these cards, and it's awesome just by spending the points you get from playing the games. So what we'll do is we'll go over the celebrations thing. So you can actually, there's other ones here too. So the Maestro. So let's, I don't even know which one I want to take out. I'll take out the milestone one and I'll assign that to the So what we'll do is next game that we play, we'll try to use the Maestro a little bit here. Alright, so before we start this next game against the Boston Bruins, we're going to go look at the Dallas Stars and see if Manny Malhotra was actually injured for a long time. And as we'll see, the stat lines obviously get a little bit updated. So in that game, Garrett had 3 points, Badano 3 points against us. But they've also played 3 games again, or on the season. So taking a look here, Manny Malhotra out with an abdominal pull, so he's out of 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, so it like cool little aspects like that where they actually update the game as you play. You can check out teams and the like is always a cool little addition and stuff I wish they still add in the game. Boston lost their only game of the season so far. They don't have a top scorer. I'm assuming they got shut out. No injuries on their team, but they got Brian DePoe got a star in one of the games. All right, so let's start game number 2 against the Boston Bruins. All right, so game 2 against Boston. As you can tell, like all the intros are kind of the same, though I obviously throw out some different music with it and everything. But it never really gets old seeing this kind of stuff. I really, really like it. That was Chris Drury again. So actually that part was a little different this time. Specifically. And the other one, Drury made like the move onto half boards around the guy and changed it all up, so.
Anyway, there'll be some well-honed hockey from the Colorado Avalanche and the Boston Bruins.
Ooh. Sergei Samsonov is a friggin' cheat code in these games. Oh, man. Totally forgot about Sergei Samsonov. Oh. There's a little thing. Not in the newer games that's in this one. Yeah, if you tried to, like, overwin the draw or just, like, mash the button, you can get thrown out. I'm not sure, actually, in this game if there was the ability to get, like, the penalty. Oh, man. Oh, the Bruins are all over me to start this game. Oh, man. I'm getting booed by the fans because I can't get the puck out of my own zone. Oh, I love it. Go, Skula. Let's go. I can't believe about Marty Skula, man. Oh, nice try, nice try. That was a weak shot on my Drury. Oh. My defense just keep pinching so hard. Mike Knuble. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Oh, nice hit, nice hit. PJ Axelson. And try to dump that puck in. Go retrieve. Oh, and Adam Foote takes a penalty. This freaking commentary team. This is one thing I actually wish they would like bring back. Like they've done like that kind of cool stuff with like the threes stuff and everything, but I wish they would bring that back. All right. Oh, Joe Thornton's gonna drop the gloves with Greg DeVries. Joe Thornton still on the Bruins this far back. I think he was only traded like the next year. No, maybe it was like 2006 he got traded. Can't even remember. There we go. Blake. Oh, blocked. Don Sweeney, look at that. Good old Don Sweeney. GM of the friggin' Bruins right there. Oh. Can't school it. Glenn Murray. When I eventually go to the next game, go to NHL 2004, go Yell. Yes! Stefan Yell! Do the maestro. Nice. Yeah, when I move on to like 2004, 2005, when I was a kid playing those games, Glenn Murray always, and like Joe Thornton, and like for some reason, I don't even know what was wrong with the sim engine in those games, but for some reason those guys always had like 280 points. Like everybody broke Gretzky's record in that game. I don't even know how it's possible. But like the regular sim engine would just break the like Gretzky's point record every single year. Ooh, nice try, but oh, Samsonov overskated that puck. Oh, hey Duke! Oh, he had a wide open net. PJ Stock. Oh my god, all these names are so good. Okay. Adam Foote. I think that's like his 4th penalty in the first 2 games. Good lord. Jury. Oh, what a save. What a move, though, by Jury. Another shot. Man, Defoe. Shorthanded chance. Look at that. Oh, Thornton with the shot. Wide of the net. Samsonov's overskated a puck like 3 or 4 times already this game. He's so fast. Oh, oh, Samsonov off the post. We get the second line out there. Oh, it's the last minute. Yeah, one thing I didn't even mention in the last games. Sorry, the game against Dallas. But one of the things I actually didn't like about these games is that they don't run off like the end of the first period, like the last minute of the period until the third. Then they run it off like a full minute, which is awesome. But they used to not do that. It used to just be a full, or quick time, and it sucked because you're trying to tie a game or something. So that's the end of the first. Bruins come out of that with only 4 shots. I thought they had way more, especially at the beginning. I think they just missed a lot. They had like 5 or 6 really good chances to be in that game. But we end with 10 shots. We're up 1-0. Feeling good about the start of this game.
Welcome back to the game, which has been a veritable wellspring of entertainment value. Let's get to it.
All right, second period. Let's go.
Colorado scooped it up. Second.
Tanguay missed the net. Oh, that was for Blake, and he just completely left it there.
The Avalanche cleared it down the ice.
Oh. There we go.
Beats out the icing call.
Hey, dude. Nice try.
Shots are good. I like shots. The Bruins stumped the puck in. Grabbed by Colorado. Tanguay. Boston gets a hold of it.
One thing I've really noticed in this game, the puck friction is actually I would argue it's better than the current systems. Oh, there's a block. Get it out. Like if you look, like the puck kind of deadens really quick, and I like that. When they switched over to the current gen of consoles, like the Xbox One and PS4, they did like, I can't remember, they had some physicist or something come in. EA did. I can't even remember. This is, 5-6 years ago now, anyways. Oh, that's gonna be an icing. Yeah, the point got to it. But yeah, they had like a physicist come in and overhaul the puck mechanics, and now we get so many times where that puck just rolls and like doesn't make like sense when like the movements it makes. This feels like, it obviously feels very arcadey to an extent. It looks, kind of weird, but like the puck traveling feels better in this game.
Boston puts its scoring line out. McInnes holds it by the defender with one hand on his stick. His next trick, levitation.
Commentary.
Thornton gets hold of the puck. Sweeney cranks one.
Ooh.
Can't all be going forward. Played it like a ukulele on an all-night luau. Haydu jumps on the loose puck. Tungay grabs it. Second gets it. Shoots it.
Oh, it was blocked, I think. I don't think Sakic got all that one.
Blake scoops up the loose puck.
Hey, dude. Oh, nice save. This game's going by really quick. Stefan Yell, the only goal so far. Skula, wide of the net, man. There's so... Oh. Tried to pass and shoot so many times there. It canceled out. Oh, Yell with another chance. Just little animations and stuff. It just like livens the game up so much more. I love it so much. Oh, nice try, nice try. Knuble on a break. Oh, nice stop, Patrick Waugh. 3:48 left in the second. This one's going by real quick. The Dallas game had a lot more action in it. Obviously, the power plays and stuff, like the penalties, don't really mean anything to the time in the game. If I were to do this with 20s games, like, yeah, it really does feel... it'll make the game feel so much longer. Ooh, Forsberg. Nice try. Big save by Defoe. Why are we putting the first line back out? Who's freshest? Alright. Hey, dude. Oh, Drury. That is the end of the second. Still 1-0. Very uneventful second period so far. And Patrick Waugh has not faced many shots. 16-9. We're out hitting them. Draws are pretty even. Yeah, other than that, this game's pretty much in our control still.
This has been an entertaining matchup so far. Wouldn't you agree, Don? It sure has. Let's get the show back on the road.
Patrick Waugh posting a shutout so far. Oh, this game's funny.
The face-off goes to Colorado. Messier. Drury.
Ooh.
Makes the stick save. Try again later, fellows. Drury. It's one
Nice move by Drury. Oh, Messier way over there.
with the puck. Gill. LaPointe. Drury gets hold of the puck. Keane grabbed it. It's one-on-one. Shoots the
Oh, nice try, nice try.
makes the save. Frankly, I would have been
Oh, he Foot did that cross check there, and I was definitely expecting a penalty. Oh, Tanguay. Nice stop by Defoe. He's been really good this game, too. Yell beat him on that goal really. Oh, I accidentally hit the dive button. Thank God it didn't cost me. Oh, Aduk. Oh. Oh, and the glass broke. Tanguay angry after that missed penalty. Or the shot, rather. Yeah, that was like a wide open net, too. That was a really nice save. Good draw back to Skula. Oh, Yell almost had another one. Almost got that game breaker. Oh, bad pass, bad pass. Oh. Oh, Samsonov over-deked. Thornton. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. They actually put. He put one of the it's the right bumper on my controller, but I think that would be probably R1 or L1 or whatever. On the PS2 controller, or the black and white buttons on the original Xbox controller. They keep letting this puck out to kill time. There we go. Offside. Yeah, you can do a manual deke, which actually filled up your bar like better for the game breaker stuff. These Bruins jerseys are weird. They look like current like Columbus jerseys almost. The only thing I remember about like these like era of Bruins jerseys is like the I think it was Kovalev on the Habs. He like faked a wrist injury, like a slash, like he tried to sell a slash really hard in overtime of one of the games, and Glenn Murray went in and scored. I think it was on Theodore, and they lost the series, I think. Ooh, sacking, nice chance. He's been very quiet in this game so far. Oh my god. Oh, nice try. Man. Wall hasn't faced like a ton of shots, but the ones he has faced in this game have been huge. Ooh. Lost it. Lost it. Nice stop. There, goalie's pulled again. Oh! Oh, that's going to be nice. Touches up for icing. The goalie really had to move quickly to get in the way of that puck. That one-timer was set up beautifully, Jim. Only one of these guys can win the face-off, Jim, but on the bright side, that means only one of them can lose it. There we go. Forsberg's gonna cap it. That's where the commentary is a little bit more advanced today, where they can pick up on the fact that it's an empty net goal. Oh, wow, I can't believe I actually got that. Like, actually on net with a slap shot from, like, my own end. Yeah, like, almost top corner. That's a crazy one. Oh, hey, we'll take it. Bad the stats. Forsberg leading in goals after 2 games. 2 big wins, really. Big one for for Patrick Waugh here, like, if we can keep the shutout. Oh, that was weak. It's the weakest shot ever. That's the one they want to highlight. There's another one. Ooh. Oh yeah, forgot about the non-touch-up goal. Patrick getting antsy at the other end. Oh. Oh, down the ice. So that will do it. So, big win. Big win. We're going to ignore the frame rates dropping and all that here. But yeah, big win. 3-0 shutout. So, proving to 2-0-0 to start. 3 stars. Patrick Waugh gets the 3rd star. Forsberg, 2nd star. It's his 2nd star nomination, and I'm guessing Yell gets the 1st one. He does for the game winner. So, before we go, we'll preview the next game, take a look at the team reports. I don't think there'll be anything to look at for the Boston one. We're not interested in seeing. I don't believe they had any injuries or anything like that. This was a pretty uneventful one, but the shots were a lot closer than I expected them to be. 22-17, 3-0 win. Out-hit them, out-won the face-offs. We were pretty good. Yell, a goal, no assists. Forsberg, 2 goals, no assists. And Patrick Waugh ends up with 17 saves and a shutout. So there we go. The card task, we unlocked the shutout. Cross that one off the task list. We'll just save that up. Send him up to the next game. So we're on the road. And, yeah, we're going to be facing LA, who's got 6 points. So they've won 3 games to start the season. Look around the league. So, we'll take a look at the stats, just as we do. Eric Belanger. Couple Toronto players in there. Sundin, McGillney, Damon Langkow, Todd Bertuzzi. Oh yeah, the era of Todd Bertuzzi. So we don't have anybody up here too high up on the board, but that's not really a concern. We just don't have a lot of assists to go along with the goals. Take a look at the goalies. David Aboucher has not even played a game yet, but take a look. Patrick Waugh's got a 1 goals against. He's rocking a .950 save percentage to start the season, which is awesome by our standards. Holy crap, look at these guys. How many games has he played? He's played 4 games and he's got 132 shots against. So that's over 30 shots per game. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought that was a lot more for a second. Like, holy crap, how many shots are you facing? And then look, Patrick Waugh. He's got 3 assists. I think he's probably leading our team in assists right now. Which makes no sense. So we'll look at the team report for LA before we go. We'll do that at the start of the next episode as well. So Belanger, we're playing the top point getter in the league currently. They don't have any hot or cold streaks. They haven't lost a game so far this season. No injuries. So they have no suspensions on the team either. So that should actually be our toughest test so far. Yeah, current streak, undefeated in 3 games, 2nd in the Western, 1st in the Pacific Division. So with that in mind, that's going to end the first episode here. I'll be back to do another episode very shortly with the next 2 games against LA, and who will be the other opponent? Let's take a look. It'll be LA and San Jose. So we're actually on a Western California little road trip there. So, yep, so we'll be back with LA and San Jose in the next episode. And that was a fun little 2 games. We're getting into it now and getting a little settled. So with that in mind, that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Share it. There's going to be a Patreon link, of course. I'm going to change out the Patreon system. Probably just be $1. If you like the content, please considering just throwing some support my way. Just a little bit of monetization kind of keeps the lights on here. It's going to let me do this better. So if you do have $1 to spare, please consider throwing it my way. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.